Okay, here we are today with Jesse Brown, and we're going to do an interview about Bigfoot. Jesse, can you give us your opinion on Bigfoot and what you think, if he exists or the proof, just anything you can think of?
Sure, absolutely. Um, my thoughts on Bigfoot. Well, I've seen a lot of evidence, and I've watched a lot of shows that have pointed out various instances where Bigfoot was caught on camera, or people have witnessed seeing him, or eyewitness reports. Even though the eyewitness reports are very unreliable, as people tend to exaggerate, the video evidence is very shocking and significant. I saw a video which it showed an ape-like creature walking around, and this was a pretty clear image. And what they did was they refuted every possibility of it being a man in a costume. So there wasn't any chance that it could have been a man in a costume. So that leads me to believe that it was some type of ape-like creature, an undiscovered species, and that's what we identify as Bigfoot. But because of a lot of the myths and legends, the story of Bigfoot has become exaggerated, and that leads people to believe that he doesn't exist, because then they say, well, if he did exist, we would have found him by now, or we would have solid evidence. But that's not necessarily true. We have so much evidence, we just don't have his DNA or whatever it is to prove it hard enough. But the reason he's been so difficult to capture, and maybe even more than one of this type of creature exists, but the reason is because he lives so deep in the woods, and he probably only comes out at night. He's very elusive and probably sort of afraid of humans, so whenever he gets near one, he would retreat back into the cave or into the woods, and there's just so much woods and surrounding that it's extremely difficult to find a creature like this. But I do believe that some sort of ape-like creature such as Bigfoot exists, and it'll probably just be a matter of time before we find him.
Okay, that sounds good, very interesting, and we'll look forward to your next opinion on perhaps another myth, or is it truth?
Yes.